One upload on this channel hit 100 million views. Their biggest video of the last 6 months stalled at 60,000. Yo Mama still has over 5 million subscribers. They still upload multiple videos every week, and somehow 99% of their audience is gone. Now, the creator is selling off whatever creativity, value, and goodwill the channel has left, and burning bridges with fans and longtime team members to do it.
But I don't run the Twitter. I don't run the YouTube channel. I have nothing to do with any of the Yo Mama or Brody Fox social media. I'm not involved in anything crypto, or meme coin, or Web3. I could not be any less interested in any of that. Okay? That's all Zach James, the co-creator of the Yo Mama brand.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be discussing the downfall of Yo Mama, YouTube's most successful one-trick pony. We'll look at how one recycled joke kept millions of viewers coming back, why its creators never wrote a second one, and what he's sacrificing now to milk it for whatever's left. One thing that I won't stop milking is Yo Mama. Never mind, asking you to subscribe because we're almost at 2 million. With that being said, let's get into the video. The Yo Mama is so blank joke format is so simple that it could be rewritten in 100 different ways. And when you add in references to things like gaming or movies, the possibilities become nearly endless. While the jokes weren't all that clever, the animation and voice acting were entertaining enough to keep people, especially younger audiences, entertained.
Yo Mama's so ugly! Hello Kitty said goodbye.
Oh, you are so ugly! Oh, goodbye! Goodbye!
What the f is a Hello Kitty?
Yo Mama's co-founders, Zach James and Alex Negrete, were already seasoned creators before they started uploading these skits in 2011, so they knew exactly what to leverage to capture an audience on YouTube. When crafting the channel's distinct style, the pair enlisted the services of 2 other creative professionals, Brock Baker and Jesse Barber, aka Red Minus. Brock provided the voice for the channel's narrator, while Red Minus created the visual design and animation of various mamas. Together, they spent the next several years making almost every Yo Mama joke you could possibly think of. They even branched out and created another animated meme joke channel called AniMeme. While not as popular as its predecessor, AniMeme was still successful in its own right.
Do you wanna build a meth lab? A rolling RV meth lab.
Go away, Mr. White.
By all metrics, the guys behind Yo Mama had struck gold. The animated meme formula paired with Yo Mama was immensely popular, as videos would get anywhere from 400,000 views to over 10 million. All they had to do was find a way to keep the content fresh, and viewers would keep pouring in. Unfortunately, that would prove to be too high a task for one of Yo Mama's co-founders. By the late 2010s, Yo Mama began to decline in certain aspects. Even though they were making more money than ever through merch sales and a mobile game release, the actual content on the channel was stagnant. Following Alex's departure from Yo Mama, the majority of the content uploaded to the channel became 30-minute long compilations of their older jokes. The few new videos that were being created could either be classified as fart jokes and gross out humor, or overly sexualized depictions of the various mamas. For example, skits involving characters like Slimy Mama, Hot Mama, and Evil Mama looked less like jokes made for children and more like adulterated films.
Yo Mama's so evil. She didn't whip you with a belt. She whipped you with a freaking whip. Ow! Owie! Ow! Owie! My butt cheeks!
Despite knowing for a fact that the majority of Yo Mama's viewers were children, Zach still used racy visuals as a way to drive engagement, only including the not for kids for the sake of plausible deniability. It felt like Yo Mama was becoming one of those strange Elsagate channels that placed overly sexualized cartoon characters in disgusting situations involving bodily fluids. I mean, they animated one of the mamas giving birth as the punchline to one of their jokes.
A bar is no place for a pregnant lady.
I've been sitting here for 21 years. I just really didn't want to move, you know?
Huh. I'm free. I'm free. I'm finally free.
Ugh, thank God I didn't have to get up.
In an effort to renew the hype around the Yo Mama YouTube channel, Zach started hinting at a big event in the Yo Mama universe he called the final joke. Throughout the first half of 2020, he made several tweets on the Brody Fox Twitter account promoting it, and framed it as a conclusion to the Yo Mama IP. By this point, Yo Mama had been putting out nearly the same jokes for almost a decade, and a lot of fans were more than ready to either see the channel evolve or reach some sort of conclusion. Sadly, neither of those options were going to happen. The final joke, while entertaining and more well written than their usual content, turned out to be merely the end of their first season of Yo Mama.
Whoa, this looks amazing.
Did you do all of this? Yep, even threw in a bonus. Do you know Joe?
Huh? Joe who?
Yo, Mom!
Roasted by Joseph.
Don't have a cow, man.
Following such a hyped up event, you'd expect the content on the Yo Mama channel to progress in some way, shape or form, but that wasn't the case. For the next 5 years, Yo Mama went back to recycling the same old animations and jokes. Sometimes they'd publish the same video multiple times in a row. The content had become so formulaic that creators like Jack's Films were making whole videos poking fun at the fact that a joke randomizer could produce better content for the channel.
I think I'm giving up my 3 YouTube channels and I'm just gonna do this forever. Does Yo Mama still upload? They do. It's a lot of repeats. I don't know how they could incorporate this tool, but I think this would be a fun way to breathe some much needed new life into the channel. But you tell me.
Yo Mama's so hot.
How hot is that mama?
When she went outside.
Uh-huh.
She starved.
Yes, we got it.
Even longtime fans of the channel, like the YouTuber Chazington, couldn't help but talk about how far Yo Mama had fallen in terms of both quality and integrity.
Why do I re-upload Yo Mama content? It's part of a contract that I can't fully disclose. What I can say is that there's an end date. Any money made from that was put into animation and taxes, and I wouldn't upload if not for that contract. Yeah, I don't really know what that means. I guess he's saying that the money is going into actual animation, but they've shown basically nothing for chapter 2, so I don't really know what's going on with that. I also don't know why he's obligated by a contract to upload these whenever he seems like the sole owner of the channel. I don't know who he signed with this weird fucking deal to do this.
Chazington also highlighted the deteriorating relationship between Zach and his lead animator, Red Minus, as another issue eating away at the Yo Mama YouTube
Red
channel.
Minus compared Zach to Chris Chan, said that he should have quit a long time ago, and apparently told motherfucking Daphne, this guy, personal family information Red Minus didn't want to be public. At some point, I had to share personal info about my family situation because it was something that affected my availability. I asked to keep it confidential and he agreed, but later told all of our coworkers, as well as I'm not kidding, Daphne, a gossip/drama YouTuber.
Yo Mama was long past its prime, yet Zach still wanted to keep profiting off that one good idea from 15 years ago. It didn't matter where the money was coming from, Zach was more concerned with getting maximum revenue with the least amount of work. While that was a good way to line his pockets, it was an easy way to land oneself in serious hot water. On the 22nd of January 2026, Zach made a tweet to inform his followers about a recent encounter he had had with the creators of an unofficial Yo Mama meme coin. He stated that they had reached out to send him $1,800 earned from trading fees as compensation for making a meme coin based on his trend. Upon accepting the funds, Zach realized all future trading fees were being directed to his wallet. He claims it felt dishonest not disclosing the extra money he had received, and decided to make things public. I'm still sitting with how I feel about the fees themselves. On one hand, it's the first time someone has ever sent anything back after using my brand without permission. On the other hand, it's still a meme coin people chose to gamble on. I just wanted to be transparent about what happened. Looking at the meme coin in question, it previously had a trading volume of several $100,000 and went up to over $1 million following Zach's tweet about it. That would net a decent amount of money in trading fees no matter how you look at it. With what Zach was saying, you'd think he wanted nothing to do with the meme coin. After all, Zach just stated that he turned down several opportunities to create a meme coin, not to mention receiving heavy backlash in the past for making NFTs of Yo Mama characters. While Zach made it abundantly clear that he wasn't the one who created the coin, nor did he endorse the people who made it, he wasn't opposed to reaping some of the rewards from it, or even supporting it. Unsurprisingly, everyone could see the hypocrisy here, and I think Chazington's reply sums it up best. So, somebody basically scammed people who knew your channel with characters they stole from you, and you only didn't try to stop them because they bribed you? You can't have both the moral high ground while also supporting this, lol. Either it's okay or it's not. Zach and Chazington would get into a heated back and forth over what the actual problem was. On one side, Zach claims the real issue being the fact that his IP was used without permission and uses it as an excuse to absolve himself of responsibility. On the other hand, Chazington is pointing out the huge conflict of interest that comes with taking money from a project that scammed his fans. Regardless of how the meme coin was created, accepting the benefits made Zach just as guilty. Eventually, Zach got fed up with the interaction and decided to block Chazington on Twitter. Not long after, Zach fully doubled down on his support for the Yo Mama meme coin, with a 3,000-word article defending his stance and justifying why he'd take control of the coin for the foreseeable future. From Zach's perspective, he was trying to make the best of a bad situation, and felt the Yo Mama meme coin was an opportunity that he couldn't let pass, especially since it had already generated his monthly revenue in fees within just a few hours. Amongst all the points he gave about being transparent and using crypto as a way to gain freedom from restrictive social media platforms, one fact rests at the core of this entire controversy. The Yo Mama coin was nothing more than an economic opportunity that Zach had a good excuse to take over. He had no issue taking the money and keeping quiet about the matter when it was initially presented to him as fees from a dead coin. When it suddenly got tied to his trading wallet and surged in activity, he felt the need to take it over. Everyone could see what Zach's true motives were, and they flamed him for it in the comments. Even Brock, the voice of Brody Fox, refused to condone what Zach was doing, and publicly distanced himself from the whole situation.
Hi, my name is Brock Baker, and I am Brody Fox, the Yo Mama guy. I'm the voice actor for Brody Fox and Frank the Cap and a ton of other characters from the Yo Mama channel. But I don't run the Twitter. I don't run the YouTube channel. I have nothing to do with any of the Yo Mama or Brody Fox social media. I'm not involved in anything crypto or meme coin or Web3. I could not be any less interested in any of that. Okay? That's all Zach James, the co-creator of the Yo Mama brand.
While Zach didn't want to admit it, sacrificing what little goodwill or nostalgia the Yo Mama channel had left to just generate some quick cash on the crypto market would only hurt him in the long run. Before factoring in any of the brand's other income streams, Zach had already made a small fortune from the 1.5 billion views on the channel alone. What more did he stand to gain by selling Yo Mama's hollowed out husk on the crypto market? Well, whatever he was getting better be worth it. as the crypto controversy opened the door for an even bigger, more personal PR nightmare. On the 9th of February, the Twitter user Kool-Aid4211 released a 120-page Google document that presented a number of serious allegations against Zach. According to Kool-Aid, their reason for creating the doc and compiling information was to prevent any other animators from being hurt by Zach and to get him to acknowledge the seemingly horrible things he's done over the years. While the full details of the document are far outside the scope of this video, we will be highlighting all of the major allegations, and they include bad behavior towards his former animators and artists, lying about his involvement with crypto projects, connections to a fraudulent corporate filing company, stealing other people's content and uploading it to hidden channels, and threatening a 17-year-old with a lawsuit and refusing to pay a $30 art commission. Regarding his alleged crimes against his animators, it lists two individuals who worked under Zach at Animeme LLC, Red Minus and Izzy 8-Bit. Red Minus accused Zach of sharing confidential information with the rest of the team. While Zach admits he was wrong for doing that, he claims the reason he did so was to let the team know why Red Minus had been missing deadlines. This completely wrecked their relationship and led to Red Minus leaving the company. Zach was then caught up in a several-month-long battle for art assets that he claims were his, while Red Minus claims he had only paid for the IP and not the assets themselves. Similar to Red Minus, Izzy 8-Bit had a big falling out with Zach before leaving the company, and characterized her time working there as generally unpleasant, reading, "I was very miserable at Animeme Studios. It's not a great work environment. The workers are constantly misled, the producer uses personal grudges in professional meetings, and there's a lot of stuff I had to fight from happening, such as Yo Mama Asian/race jokes." She went on to explain that Zach had offered her triple her usual rate to work on Web3 content, a job she admits she isn't proud of taking. Once she'd signed on, he changed the terms of their agreement, leaving her locked into the project. Animeme then reportedly received a $250,000 grant from its multi-channel network, and according to Izzy 8-Bit, Zach burned through it with careless spending. When the money ran out, the studio cut her and several of the other production staffers. Zach, however, tells a different story. He described working with Izzy 8-Bit as, quote, walking on eggshells, claimed she dragged out projects to squeeze extra pay, and said she mistreated other employees. Moving on to the section covering his crypto controversies, they claimed that Zach had lied about only getting involved with the coin in terms of receiving trading fees. To support that claim, they shared several screenshots of DMs between Zach and the people who created the meme coin. "Hey at Brody Fox, how's it coming? People are hungry to hear from you. I'll need to trim it down. That said, I roughed out the keynotes I'd need to hit to avoid backlash. I can include the CA2 in the midsection." Next, they accused Zach of some underhanded business practices, particularly working with a fraudulent filing company called Registered Agent LLC, and stealing other people's content to upload on his lesser-known channels. The docs also alleged that the reason he was stuck re-uploading old Yo Mama videos was because the company he registered the IP under was inactive, and he needed to prove it was still in use somehow. Finally, they alleged that Zach had threatened a 17-year-old on Twitter with legal action after they leaked some Five Nights at Freddy's assets that were meant for an upcoming project the two of them were working on. In addition to this, the docs also claimed that Zach walked back on a promise to tip this same 17-year-old after they had published a piece of art he liked on Twitter. The entire document painted Zach out to be very egotistical and greedy. From fans to former employees, it alleged he had taken advantage of everyone around him for personal gain, while denying that was ever the case. As damning as these accusations were, it was only one side of the story. Fortunately, it wasn't long before Zach stepped forward to address the accusations made against him. By the 13th of March 2026, the YouTuber Himbleton uploaded a 6-hour-long interview with Zach, in which he addressed some of the contents of the Google Doc and explained his side of the story. While talking about what led to his confrontation with Red Minus, Zach Zach explained that he was certainly at fault for sharing private information about him, but he didn't feel that was grounds for him to withhold the assets. Furthermore, the public arguments they had were born out of a need to get a resolution to the assets dispute, rather than an attack on Red Minus.
I may have my issues with Red, but I don't want to demonize the guy. Like, it's one of these situations where I think people, like most situations, they want to go, there's a good guy and a bad guy. And I'm like, no, just two people dealing with stupid shit that could be handled a lot better. Right. So when I'm talking about it in the afternoon the next day, I'm like, okay, I really want to put my best foot forward and not just be an asshole.
Yep. Okay. And this was all spurred on. This specifically was spurred on by Red leaving this comment on Chibi Reviews, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
In addition to this, Zach provided evidence that he had stuck to his end of the bargain in terms of paying Red Minus.
Tell me what he wanted. Like, he gave me his price. I didn't negotiate it down. I was like, you know what, that sounds fair to me. I'm cool with that. Seeing that this is, being brought up to me at this time of the year, I'd be happy to split that payment with you across a payment schedule, which she agreed to.
With the allegations from Izzy 8-Bit, Zach stated that the quote unprofessional behavior she was referring to was simply him addressing a less than pleasant conversation she had with Red Minus during a work trip.
At the point of frustration, I basically said, like, Izzy, you don't care about anyone else's feelings but your own feelings. And the fact that, like, I took you on this trip, and within 30 minutes of being in our Airbnb, the first thing you wanted to do was pull aside Red Minus and tell him how horrible I am as a boss. That hurt me. That really hurt me.
He went on to claim that Izzy 8-Bit had a history of spreading rumors and lies about him, even going as far as creating a Discord channel dubbed Yo Mama Behind the Scenes, where she would embellish details that Zach shared in their weekly group calls to make him look bad.
What happened was Izzy had taken that same story and told it on her Discord server, and she's like, yeah, Zach paid a DJ to play his music because that's how desperate he is. And I'm like, okay, well, if you think I'm desperate, that's fine, whatever. If you don't like me, that's fine, whatever. But the fact that she took a personal story that I had shared and twisted it in such a way was yeah, I was there and he paid a DJ and I saw it. It just kind of reflects back on that whole thing of the MCN, where she kind of hears something but she doesn't really hear it, and then she kind of puts in her own spin on it, and then she tells it as a fact.
Zach also mentioned that Izzy 8-Bit had worked on Web3 related projects in the past, and had no issue with the idea until he brought it up.
Basically, what kind of caught me off guard was that she did artwork for a crypto mobile game. I don't know if it was March or May of that year. I knew it started with an M, but she worked on a crypto mobile game providing artwork. That was before I ever brought the Web3 thing. So, she worked on something in crypto related outside of me.
And then seemingly had a problem with you approaching her with Web3 work.
Yeah.
Moving past the accusations from his former employees, Zach touched on what happened with Yo Mama coin. While he reiterated to his previous story, he shared some extra context regarding his interaction with the coin's creator.
Yeah, make sure that was sent in order.
Right. Yep, it was. Then okay. You respond, hey dude, just saw your comment. They say, hey, how are you? We would love to get you onboarded so we can transfer all the fees to you, a sign of our appreciation. Much appreciated. I'm actually quite familiar with the scene, even advised on a few projects myself. What would you need from me? All we would need from you is really your Solana address and for you to join the community we've created for you. Then we can get the fees sent to your wallet, and then also having you in the community, making a little post could really help push your token.
When questioned about his connection to Register Agent LLC, Zach stated that it was his former accounting company who had outsourced work to them.
In my industry, we have a pretty much a go-to entity called Semaphore. Semaphore handles everything from business management to accounting to taxes to even insurances. They are the company that people use. An MCN uses them. Preston Plays, Philip DeFranco used them for buying and selling entities. So like, from my perspective, this was a entity that Alex Negrete, my former co-producer, already worked with. And so when we set up the LLC, we continue to work with them. And then after Alex left and I bought him out, I continue to work with them, etc. So it's not uncommon for a company to outsource services to another company.
On the topic of suing the 17-year-old artist, Zach clarified that he did not intend to pursue legal action against them directly, as well as stating that the artist had never given him any payment info to send the tip to.
I should have never done it. That was like my big mistake. You know, I should have never given access to those rigs. I should have taken a step back and recognized, like, okay, maybe that's how the rigs got leaked. I forgot, but I should have set on it longer. You know, a lot of things I could have personally done differently, but I mean, it's $30 fucking. If you really wanted the money, follow up with me to leak the rigs because you think I don't have the rights to them, or because of the crypto thing is pretty fucked up.
Regarding stolen content, Zach explained that the creator of the document didn't know the exact channels he created, nor the content that had been uploaded to them, and was simply speculating.
Thing about these posts, even get into the kind of content that you're posting. So what's your response to that?
So I think like the main claim of like, oh, he's stealing content, he's like re-uploading it. There's nothing there that shows that whatsoever. Once again, this jumping to weird conclusions, providing quote-unquote supporting evidence, and that evidence does not support the conclusions.
He also talked about the other concerns about the Yo Mama channel, like the overly sexual content.
So if I, as the Yo Mama channel, am creating like a twerking rabbit, and then you have a Cartoon Network show and a Nickelodeon show creating like a twerking Rob and a twerking SpongeBob, and you're asking me if that's right, that's alluding to the idea that somehow I'm the one creating the standard. I'm not. The reality is that these are cartoon elements. These are cartoon shows written by adults, and adults do put in things that they think are funny. Now, as you as a parent, you're right. Like, you do have that responsibility to decide whether or not your kids watch this stuff. And I think that's a great responsibility to uphold and have. But I'm not the person that
putting
sets
it on the
standards.
network's shoulders, though.
Following the interview, Zach would return to packaging and re-uploading old content as if nothing happened. While the channel still gets some attention, viewership metrics have completely stagnated with almost no subscriber growth and only a few thousand views per video. In every sense, the Yo Mama cash cow has been milked to death, and the comment section of recent videos are flooded with bots or people laughing at how low the channel sank, even going as far as telling Zach it's time to let the channel die. Yo Mama's fall from grace was a long and drawn out one, but the true nail in the coffin was selling out to the crypto market. To make matters worse, the Google Doc opened a whole new batch of reasons for fans to resent Zach. While Zach was able to respond to many of the accusations made against him, the bridge between him and his once loving audience has been burned to a crisp.